Good morning. Today is the 5th day of the 100-day Water World Challenge. 5 days in. It is also Thanksgiving. It is also our first day checked in, so I can actually go do some spearfishing if I feel up to it. And I would say, as far as feeling today, I feel a bit sick. I felt it in my chest when I woke up. It's not as bad as it was before. I used to feel it really bad in my throat, so I guess I'm happy with that. The downside is this is the type of sickness you don't go get in a cold, chilly water and go spearfishing. Of course, I'm still gonna go do that, but it's just how it is. I actually got a decent amount of sleep, got up a little earlier than I would have wanted, but it's just this side swell that we have in here. We knew it was gonna be rolly, being here next to Matthewtown. A little bit of what we got here. And you see it's a very exposed anchorage. I mean, the southern tip rolls out, and so a lot of swell rolls up from there. We're not getting any swell from the northern tip, which is good. Nicole's anchored over here a little bit closer. And then I'm not sure when that mega yacht showed up. I think I went to bed at like midnight. So I don't know when they must have showed up. Could have been just this morning here. How big is that? 150 feet probably? I mean, that's a lot of boat. And they're towing, of course, a really nice center console. Give you guys some perspective. One of the engines on the center console that they tow is worth about as much as this boat is. Like, their tenders outboard, one of them, and they'll usually have multiple outboards, which makes sense for a lot of reasons. One of them is, worth more than my boat. So just give you an idea how much money they're toting around there. But yeah, pretty excited to sail out of here and get back to our little paradise. Unfortunately, the high tide isn't until like 6 tonight, and then the other high tide was at like 5 this morning. So we're just gonna have to risk it for the biscuits to get in. There's a chance Nicole might have to anchor outside. I might just scratch my way in. We got a lot ahead of us today, including pretty much into the wind sailing. So we have to sail into the winds. What's really obnoxious is like yesterday's winds were like out of the north, which would be great for today. But today's winds are out of the east, which would have been great for yesterday. That's the update. Let's get on it. Welcome to the 100-day Water World Challenge, an experiment in alternative ocean living, where for 100 days I cannot use money to buy food, fuel, dockage, parts, or anything new. I'll need to catch, harvest, grow, sprout, or hunt for my own food. And when things inevitably go wrong, I'll have to use my wits and ingenuity to figure it out. A combination of a Bahamas dream vacation on a budget, the ultimate apocalypse survival strategy, and an eco-friendly solar punk way to live. This is the 100-day Water World Challenge, a Bahamas adventure of a lifetime. Something else I'm looking at this morning here is this is the road that I spliced on, and there's my splice down there in the water, and it held the whole night. I forgot about that. That is something. This is 3-strand, 3-braid, whatever you want to call it, anchor chain. See how rusty it is? I got this when I first bought my boat 6 years ago, and it ended up getting cut because it got caught underneath my keel. So it's cool to see it still getting use after all this time, and helped to give me a decently good night here. But yeah, super stoked that held for the whole night. We're gonna pull this anchor up and we're gonna sail out of here. Here we go. So this one here, I think, is on day 3. This is day 2, and this one will be day 1. Gonna get into an order here, so that way I'm always producing sprouts, but never need to refrigerate them. Because I want to turn this thing off to save electricity. That's the goal. The mint is producing roots really, really well. Super stoked on that. The basil, not so much. And plant those so I can have as much mint as possible. I got a little sidetracked and started looking at wind and weather and everything. And it's going to be some good kiteboarding soon and some great northerlies, which I'm excited about considering where we're living right now. But while I was doing all that, Nicole started sailing. She is gone. So I got to hurry up. I got to get this boat ready to go. We're going to sail off anchor. Let's go. All right, this is how I sail off anchor. Step 1, open up the mainsail bag. It'll be such a nice little point of sail to start with too, because we have the island blocking us. Got all different wind predictions going on, so no idea really what to expect. I just hope it lightens up as we get closer, so I don't want us to have too much trouble. Raising up the mainsail. Now that that darn sail is finally up, let's see if we can actually use it to help us go upwind here. So when I get to my chain, at least I can start cranking it in. This is my splice I was talking about. Goes through, I think, 7 links. Looks like it held up just fine. Nothing really all that important on there, but it just distributes its grip throughout all the different links and then knots up here. So that works well for me. So I'm actually gonna turn the boat and sail it up onto the anchor here to help me pull it in. It's a fun thing to do, and it's nice to not have to turn your motor on. Oh, that was such a pain. I am 100% still sick. Oof. One thing at least I can do before I jibe here though, is if I undo the traveler on this side, I can travel down, jibe, and then I will have been traveled up. Let's see. All right, sort of. Come on, boat, don't make me look bad. There you go. Gonna tighten her back in. And then we can go ahead and do a jibe. Beautiful water. The wind's already lightening up. Almost there. Nicole has like a solid mile on me. See if I can make it up. Oh, here we go. That was nice and gentle. That's what you want. All right, set the head sail. Get a heading. See how much easier the jib comes out. I love my jib. Now we're sailing. Yeah, getting on the lean this morning. I think we're gonna catch up to Nicole lickety-split. She has gone pretty far downwind, actually. I'm curious what's going on with her. We're gonna radio and find out. We're actually sailing at a decent speed here. Hope I'm not about to lose my dirt pile. I'll need that. Nicole's actually fairly far downwind. She didn't respond on the radio. God, that woman's gonna be the death of me. But she needs to figure her stuff out. I don't think there's any way. Okay, I see her turning. Okay. I think she's figuring out her sheet to tiller thing this morning. And maybe also seeing the angle that I'm taking. I'm staying here in like 20 feet of water, right next to the coast, because there's no fetch right now from this, which is pretty great. There is a good amount of heel though, as we can see on that horizon. Yeah. So hopefully she turns up. She does not need to be that far out there. She just may not have wanted to heel over as hard as I am this morning, but I just want a nice clean sail angle and get me back to my beautiful anchorage as soon as possible. We are definitely getting our heel on this morning. A bit more wind than I thought I was gonna have. We've got the lighthouse right here. And then right nearby to that also is an inlet that sucks in a crazy amount of water for the salt flats. And it's supposed to have a whole bunch of fish around it. I'm gonna have to check that out when I come back again, because I just want to be back in that comfortable anchorage. That's all I want. You know what I don't understand? How that chair has never fallen off the boat. I don't really care if it does. I don't really ever use it. I kind of use it more for just shade sometimes. it just happens to never leave the boat somehow. Like, look at it, it's going back and forth, the waves. It's done that for years, just never leaves. Fantastic. All right, so the weather predictions are all over the place. The one that I think is correct, though, is basically saying that we've got like this 15 knots out of the southeast, or the east-southeast, I should say. But that puts waves going up into the inlet that we're heading for. The timing that we're gonna leave would mean that we're gonna get there like at the lowest point in the tide on a bar that I can hit with waves probably coming from behind us. I don't like this plan. I'm kind of thinking of telling Nicole that we're both gonna duck in to Molasses Reef, hang out, maybe do some spearfishing, and wait like 3 or 4 hours. And instead of getting in at 12, which is dead low tide, getting in at like 4, which is like almost high tide, but the wind is also less. I think I jumped the call this morning to leave that anchorage. I think we should have just stayed there for 4 hours and spearfish, and that's what I said yesterday. But it just didn't feel like a lot of wind where we were. It was a bad call, I think. These are not the conditions we wanted today. And all I could think about is getting all the way back to where we want to be, but it being low tide and there being this size surf. And there's no way we can go into that bar if there's this size surf. Like, the bottom trough of that wave will take out more than 2 feet. There's no way you can make it into that. Adventureborne to Arda.
Go ahead, Adventureborne.
All right, I've been doing some thinking and some planning. And if you will follow me one more time, I think I have a different plan here.
Okay, what's your plan?
I think we tack and we head over to Molasses Reef.
Okay, and we hang out there and snorkel and spearfish for a little bit. That sounds good.
That's what I'm thinking. I don't know how protected the anchorage will be, but it'll definitely not be this. The sea state would be super fun in like a 50, 60 foot boat or a big ass catamaran, but I'm just not enjoying it. And I don't want to do this all day long. I'd rather go anchor up one more time and relax. Okay, we're tacking now. I feel horrible. I'm definitely still sick, there's no doubt about that. I feel seasick, I feel like I have a fever. I just want to anchor this boat and just rest. Ugh. Alright. The sea state is getting more manageable, which is good. The wind certainly isn't calming down, which isn't great. I'm just gonna kind of sail on into this. It's supposed to be like 30 feet deep. With this sort of sea state, I should notice something if it's gonna be like boiling over. Probably gonna have to drop my sail once I get up into here. Hopefully I can get into a good anchorage spot in here and rest, but now I gotta watch out for coral heads. It's a dangerous bay to come into. It looks like it's just open ocean, but it's not. There's reef right over here, just downwind of me. I mean, it's less than 50 feet here already. Jeez, I gotta be on it. So the one upside to it being low tide and going to low tide is at least it's going to mean this reef will have to protect us more. So we at least get some upside today and all these other things. What a kick in the nuts. I just want to get anchored and be done. Alright, gonna try to grab the anchor in here. This is gonna be a little rough. A lot of coral heads around and stuff. Looks like the reef extends out over this way and all through here. Just kind of taking the best that I can see. Yep. Gotta just try to drop it. Pulling it taut, putting me into the wind. Hopefully I drift back over whatever's here. There's coral heads everywhere. I mean, I'm sure it's just a spearfishing paradise. God, I'm delirious. I need so much rest. I'm hoping here that this will block off any southerly component and I'll at least just be pointing to the wind and the boat will just be going up and down and not side and side. So, let's see. I am beat. I'm a mess. Alright, now everything just relaxed. Now we gotta get Nicole in. I mean, it feels still kind of bumpy as you're setting the anchor, but once you set it, it's not that bad. And it's only supposed to get better.
Yeah, the wind will keep us into the waves, and this will be fine.
The tide's gonna go down, so the rock's gonna go up, and the wind's gonna get less. So this could get really comfortable, actually.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about it. I've been in worse.
All right, awesome. 'Cause I just have to rest. I am out. Yeah, just anchor where you can see sand. You really want to try to hit the sand, or else you're gonna dig into a bunch of reef, both to just not to destroy reef, and also that'll be really hard to get your anchor back out of it.
Okay, I'll start looking out for clear water.
All right, good luck. I'm gonna start to relax a little.
Okay, sounds good. Let me know if you need anything, or I can come over and bring you tea and do a peppermint head massage.
I would love that.
Okay, it would help with any headaches or nausea.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a Dramamine, which is the best thing ever right now. Nausea and being knocked out.
Okay.
Yeah, Dramamine, you should sponsor me. I love your stuff. Although it's not great if you have to keep your eyes open, but here we go. The one upside I will say in all of this, and I thought it was a mistake at first, is I was like, oh my gosh, I'm making like 20 ounces. I was making 20 out of each a minute ago because I actually had like direct sunlight on the solar panels, and that was nice. I just took the Dramamine, so that'll get rid of, because we're still bouncing like crazy this anchorage, gets rid of the nausea, and then Dramamine also makes you sleep. So hopefully I'm gonna get some sleep, keep hydrating, keep eating food, and that's what my body needs to get big and strong again. I am out. All right, I have spent the last like 6 hours just pretty much sleeping. I went into such a deep Dramamine sleep that I woke up, I didn't know who I was, where I was, anything. It was fantastic. I was only asleep for like an hour, but I loved it. But Nicole, wonderful Nicole here, is making a bread, so we're gonna have a nice tasty bread here soon. I found the cranberry sauce, so we're gonna have that. We've got mashed potatoes. We're having Thanksgiving. We just can't go into the ocean because I am dead and sick. But we have decided we're gonna like stay here tomorrow into like the whole day so we can dive this reef out front, and then we're gonna go back to our home anchorage, we're gonna call it. Gravy, mashed potatoes. We got the bird, the water fork, delicious rolls, cranberry sauce, a Thanksgiving dinner. And look at this wonderful game of chess with Nicole and I.
Okay.
So, check.
How?
Queen, you're king.
Oh.
You're now in check.
Okay. You got a queen.
You sure did.
Yes, and this little guy is.
I'll take a queen again.
That's fine.
Oh, we gotta go back.
Why?
I think this piece was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so my queen was here. You couldn't move there because of this.
Oh, shoot. Okay, so I move right here.
You can't move there.
Why? Okay.
You can't move there because of him.
Am I checkmate?
I think so. I didn't really check it. Let's see. I can't go these three because of her. You can't go this one. You can't go this one. You can't go this one. I can't go this one. And I think you can go this one. I don't see anybody blocking you on that one. Yeah, so I think you're good there.
Okay.
I can't quite get mate. That's right. I get it in the next move. Yep. I get checkmate in that one.
No. Okay. Good job.
game.
Good game. Oopsies.
I have not had cranberry sauce in the longest time. It's one of my favorite things of Thanksgiving is the cranberry sauce. 2 plates each for this feast of all feasts of all feasts. We have a delicious chicken leg each. And then we got some really good chicken juice.
Oh yeah.
That looks great.
And the mashed potatoes.
So I think we're gonna do mashed potatoes on these, and then what am I forgetting?
Gravy.
Then we've got gravy. Oh, that's right, the gravy. All right, we've got chicken, we've got cranberry sauce, homemade bread, we've got mashed potatoes with gravy, we've got chicken juice to dip the bread in. We have a whole Thanksgiving meal here. So happy for you.
Yeah. Thankful for you.
Last bit of non-seafood dinner I think we're gonna be having for a long, long time. Let's dig in. Thanks for joining me on this adventure. I hope you feel inspired to begin adventures of your own. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. For an exclusive, in-depth look at this adventure lifestyle and to further support my channel, become a member of my Patreon crew. Link in the description. I'll see you on the next adventure.